What is up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Rantcast. We actually just got done recording the previous episode of this show, but we decided, since we missed the 2-year anniversary back in July, we're just gonna give you a little update on what's happened with the show over the last 2.5 years, and just look at the length of the video. It hasn't been much. So this show, we got the idea for it. I think we've said this a couple times on the show, but we got the idea to start this podcast type deal when, I think it was back in October 2016. I was playing Uncharted 4 and in a Skype call with this guy over here, and we just started ranting about things that either we didn't like or that we were somewhat passionate about, and then we decided, like, simultaneously, hey, what if we made a podcast out of this? So, and I think it was July 5th, 2017. It was July 5th, 2017.
Yes.
We recorded the first episode of the Rantcast, and it was about Apple's WWDC 2017. That was their Worldwide Developers Conference that summer. And we actually are still using the exact same monster can from that episode. This is the one, and the shirt I'm wearing right now has been the same for most of the episodes, but if you look on the back of it, it says right there, the Rantcast prop, July 5th, 2017. I know the camera's not focusing on it too well, but you can still see it. It's the exact same monster can. It almost got thrown away once, but I saved it. Because we gotta keep the tradition, bro. I wanna, that can...
That is amazing.
That can's still gonna be there if we're still doing this show in 10 years, and I'm in a different house. It's still gonna be there.
And we've always said this, if that can's gone, the Rantcast we'll have to cancel it. We just can't do any more episodes anymore. That can has to be there. That's the main pillar of this entire thing. Whenever something goes wrong, whenever something happens or we get a cool idea, it's that can. It's like a good luck, or maybe bad luck. I don't know.
I think it's been mainly a bad luck thing.
Yeah,
for most
especially
of it.
our first few episodes.
Oh, especially the first few episodes. Let me tell you a little story about. I'm pretty sure it was the Google Plus episode, or maybe it was the Windows 10 episode. I'm pretty sure. We had recorded. The way we record this show with all of the different, all of this live changing, is using OBS or Open Broadcast software on my iMac. One day, it decided that the file that it was saving locally to my hard drive, it decided that it was going to corrupt that file, and there was no saving it. I tried everything. I tried converters, I tried video savers, I tried uploading it to YouTube and then downloading it again. Nothing worked. So what I do now is all of these episodes since then have actually been live streamed onto YouTube privately, just in case my local file gets destroyed again, so I can download it from YouTube and then edit. Another thing that's changed is the resolution. When we started the show, we were doing 1080p at, I think, 7.5 kilobits a second. We're now doing 1440p at 7500 kilobits a second. 1080p was what we started with. We're now doing Quad HD, which is 1440p at 10 megabits a second. So it looks a little bit
Eventually
better.
it'll be 4K.
Eventually it'll be 4K.
That'll be a goal.
The only reason we're really not right now is because neither of our cameras do 4K. Our webcams at least, and also Brandon's internet, if you look at his camera, see it's like, I'd call that maybe 360p at the moment.
Oh yeah, because I'm doing an upload right now.
Yeah, and also because my iMac is, I don't think it could push 4K doing this many things. It even struggles a little bit doing Quad HD at times, but most of the time it's fine live streaming and recording at the same time. But that's why I live stream. If you guys didn't know, I even live streamed at all. I think we tried live once, and it did not go well. I think it was New Year.
Did as well.
I think it was New Year one
year.
Yes,
it was that one, and it sucked, and everything that could possibly go wrong went wrong.
Yep.
So,
and
yeah.
here's the thing, guys. That video, you can't find it because I recorded it locally and then I just never bothered to edit because it was so bad. It was just terrible. I think the live stream's still privated on my channel somewhere, but that's one that will probably never go public.
Well, you know what we should do? We should have maybe at some point make like a blooper thing, and we just put some of that in it. Because some of it was so bad it was funny in some instances, but it just wasn't good enough to make it its own episode, you know?
We should. We need to have a Rantcast blooper reel at some point.
Yeah, because there's so many silly, dumb things that happen, man.
It's unreal. One of my favorite ones is in a video that's not public anymore because of a major editing mistake I made. It's not public anymore. It will be at some point. I'm just not sure when. But in that episode, Brandon's... I think either his Skype crashed or his computer crashed. This was before we even switched to Discord. I think this is before it even said the Rantcast above us on the OBS scene. It was the early days. It was like the second episode we did.
Yeah, and this was before I had the computer I had now. So that was
it was also before he had the internet he has now.
Yes.
So, what happened was something happened. He dropped out of Skype, and this was. I think this was actually the first time I told him to put his phone in Do Not Disturb. So I tried to call his phone, and it just goes straight to voicemail. As soon as it goes straight to voicemail, I realize, oh, whoops.
Uh-oh.
I told him to put his phone in Do Not Disturb, so I had no way to get a hold of this guy. I think luckily he called me, and I was able to be like, dude, what happened? And then we figured it out and finished the episode. But there's just little things like that in just about every episode of this podcast. I don't even know if I should call it a podcast at this point because it really isn't, but so many things like that have happened in so many episodes of this series that we could probably make an hour-long blooper reel out of it, honestly.
Yeah, we could.
That's not an exaggeration either. That's the sad part. So many things go wrong every time we try to record one of these episodes. And another thing too, I want to try to start doing this more frequently, because the main thing that we've been talking about on this show is tech. But it's the Rantcast. We can talk about anything we want, but just most of the time it's been about tech-related things, such as Windows, AT&T, Apple, all of this. But eventually I'm going to start doing these more often, probably within the next month. We're going to try to do at least one of these a month. The reason that we've been gone so long... before these last 3 episodes now that just kind of came up out of nowhere, is I kind of got a little bit better at planning for the last about month. I'd ask Brandon if he wants to do an episode, say I'd ask him on Wednesday, can you do this on Friday? He'd be like, yeah, and then I'd be like, alright, sweet. And then the next day I'd forget about the plans, and then make plans with people to hang out with on Friday. And then, the next day, forget about those plans, and then go and ask Brandon if he's still good to do the Rantcast. And then 5 or 10 minutes after I'd ask Brandon if he's still good to do the Rantcast, I'd get a text from one of the friends I was supposed to hang out with saying, hey, are we still hanging out tonight? And then I'd be like, oh, yeah.
Oh, crap.
And then I'd text Brandon and be like, yo... we're gonna have to do it a different day. This actually happened yesterday, not hanging out with people, but what happened was I pre-ordered the new iPhone at 6 o'clock in the morning. So I was tired. We were supposed to record these episodes yesterday on Friday the 13th, but it didn't. I wonder what would have happened if we recorded that day, dude.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I feel like my iMac would have exploded or the FBI would have showed up. I would have got swatted. That would have been the end of it.
Dude. Oh
but,
my gosh. Yeah.
And me being tired on top of that, it just would not have been a good time. It would not have been a good time. But, there you go. That's pretty much the whole origin story of the Rantcast. And a little bit of future plans. I think this is actually the shortest episode we've ever done. We're not done yet. There are a couple more things I want to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
But the Rantcast IRL could be a thing. What do you think? Next summer, maybe?
next summer, hopefully. It really just depends on scheduling, but I'm definitely hoping at latest next summer. I was going to do it this summer, but I had some scheduling issues with work and everything, and Colorado is no simple trip either. I think it's like 13, 16 hours. It's a pretty long way from where I'm at. So, I have to make sure I'm planned very well, that I have ways to get there. If my car can hold up, that's another thing too. I think I had problems with my tires. My tires were crap, and tires are freaking expensive. So, yeah, it's a logistical thing I got to figure out, but I am going to eventually make a trip to Colorado within the next year or so. Maybe earlier. It just depends.
Well, hopefully next summer in May sometime. We'll get Brandon out here and do an episode of this. Like, I don't know how that's gonna go. What can go wrong in person with both of us under the same roof?
Oh,
we're gonna find out.
Dude.
I mean, we've already had so many issues with him being in a different state, trying to get him in either a Skype call or a Discord video call. I don't know, man. It could either be the best thing ever, or I could end up without a house. Like,
yeah, that's gonna happen. The whole house is gonna be gone, or we'll be driving around and like the car just dies, and we'll be stuck in the middle of Colorado, in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, like we could just be driving like back from Cal. Oh, that's another thing we have to do. We have to go to Roosters and Calhan.
Yes, we got to do that.
When you're here, I'll drive and pay for it, but we have to do a video there because we poked so much fun at that town. We're gonna go there, and I think we're gonna call the video like the Rantcast visits Calhan or something like that.
Yes,
I've been there already a couple times. It's a cool place, but he's never even been to Colorado. So
I haven't. The furthest west I've ever been is Missouri. So that's
Missouri sucks, dude. It's so boring. Missouri sucks. Like, no hate on it, but man, there's nothing to do there. There's straight up.
If it's
so
not
boring.
St. Louis or the Ozarks, the whole rest of the state is pretty boring. Besides the Ozarks and St. Louis.
I did like the Arch in St. Louis. That was cool.
Yeah, it's just some nice parts of the state. It's just it's a pretty long state to drive through. Oh, freaking Kansas. That's probably going to be hard as crap to drive through as well.
Have fun with that,
That's going to be way
bro.
more boring.
Have fun.
That's going to be way more boring.
Just make sure you've got a bunch of music on your phone. Maybe put some subwoofers in your car before you come out. But, in Colorado, we got to take him off-roading too. We're going to take you off-roading.
Oh, yeah.
You down for that?
I am.
You get to ride on the 4Runner and go off-roading, bro. It's going to be cool.
Dude,
he's going to enjoy that, but I'm thinking like I'm thinking about doing maybe like 3 videos while he's here, and a couple on your channel if you want to as well.
Sure, I've been planning on some stuff too. Obviously, I'd probably keep it semi-siren related, but at the same point in time, I want to do something a little different, where I'm actually on camera. Because mine.
Here's the thing, guys. He revealed his face on my channel before he even did on his. I don't even think he has done a face reveal on his channel yet.
I haven't yet. I had plans for a long time to do it. Ever since we've done the Rantcast, honestly, I've been having a plan to maybe do some type of video series. And now I have a Federal Sentinel Thunderbolt siren, which I've been trying to restore. And I've been taking video of it and everything, but I've never edited a single video of me trying to restore the siren. And I think it would have been cool, but I just gotta do it, you know? I just gotta kick myself in the butt and just get myself an edit and get rid of my 80 video, 90 video backlog stuff.
I mean, dude, if you want me to, you can send me some of those videos and I'll edit them for you.
Yes.
If you want to, I'll do that.
I could send you a template or something.
Yeah. Well, actually, wait. I'll edit. I'm gonna be editing in Final Cut, but yeah, you can at least like tell me what you want me to do. But
sure thing.
That's a conversation we need to have after this video. We're already off topic. That's another thing about the Rantcast. In case you hadn't noticed, this show is very, very heavily ADHD fueled. We get off topic. Even the can has ADHD at this point. It just fell off my desk. But
it's had enough. We can't stand us talking anymore.
Wow, that clipped my microphone too when that happened. Okay. But what was I gonna say here? we get off topic. See, I'm already doing it again. We get off topic super fast in this show. It doesn't matter what we're talking about. Like 1 minute we could be talking about like, oh, Brandon's coming to Colorado. 30 seconds later, a can's falling off my desk, and we're like dying. That's just what happens here on this show. It's currently 11:16 at night. We always record these episodes late at night too, which is a bad idea. But
especially for me, it's like 1:16 a.m. here.
Yeah. I feel bad for Brandon. Like, it's only 11 o'clock here, and, like, people are trying to sleep, so I probably should be quieter, but it just can't happen. I'm not a quiet person. Back to Brandon coming to Colorado. As I said, I'm going to try to do at least 3 videos with him. One of them, for sure, is going to be the Rantcast Visits Calhan. That's going to be a fun episode. The off-road video, if you want, Brandon, if it's okay with you, we can get a triple drone off-road video, because we can have my Mavic,
Dude,
Brandon's Mavic, and his Phantom.
Yes, we gotta do that.
Yeah.
There's some cool-ass crap we could get, man.
There is, dude. And especially since they all do 4K, we can get incredible video off-roading. So that's a couple things to look forward to. Honestly, I don't really have anything else to talk about other than... You know, hopefully within the next 2 years there's going to be more than 16 more episodes of this show. If we're doing it once a month, hopefully there will be an extra 24 episodes the next 2 years. But we'll see how it goes. I don't know, because it's the Rantcast and anything can happen in the show. Anything can go wrong. Everything has gone wrong before, but... it's been fun. So there you go, guys. If you want to watch the old episodes of this show, there's a link in the top right corner of the screen right now. Go check them out. But until the next video, that is going to be it. Subscribe to Brandon. Links in the description. Thank you for watching. Alright.
Cool.
Good. Fun times, bro. Fun times. Short episode.